Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Talking Stocks, coming to you live from Long Island, New York with Dr. J and Professor Spike. And Arjun is back in the Bay Area. Is that right, Arjun?
Yep, back in Oakland, where the
Oakland,
skies are
California.
blue, not gray.
Are you in Oakland just to visit?
No, I moved back.
Really?
Yep, it was a
Really?
temporary move.
Well, Seattle was too dreary, too much rain.
Yeah, I'm very wishy.
Yeah,
It
in over a month.
rains a lot. It rains a lot where you are too, doesn't it?
No,
The Bay
not
Area?
here.
No,
Not here.
doesn't rain.
No,
Oh,
actually
Seattle.
playing some golf tomorrow. It's sunny.
All right, so we got a lot of people here tuning in to hear our words of wisdom.
Yeah.
I called
Wisdom.
when the day before Omicron, I called a downward move in the market. I was kind of prescient with that. I saw a confluence of factors, mainly technical, that had me worried. So that's why I lightened my load a little. And I didn't go protect by going short. I just lightened my load, which I now regret. I think I should have gone short a few things. But in any event, let's try to figure out whether how bad this correction is. Is it over? Is it going down further? I want to take one more glance at the SPY, the QQQ, the IWM, at least those three. And I also want to look at CRISPR, which has been nothing but going down. I want to look at AT. Well, I forget what I want to look at. I wrote them down.
Yeah, I had the list, but a
Forget the list.
couple of people are adding AUPH to the list, which is
So ATHX is another one. What else do we want to look at?
AUPH has been added. But you
AUPH.
put in DNA, Dermatech, Moderna, Lit, and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're all important to look at. Let's try to see let's see if we can do this with alacrity. Let's say hello to Spoon. First one.
Yeah, VBIF. I don't know why I keep holding
Well,
VBIF.
Arjun had some good news and some bad news. Bad news. Good news with VBIV and bad news with VBIV. Yeah, Arjun was right on the money. He told you what to do, sell pre-market.
Right.
So you can't blame Arjun for that one.
What explaining do I have to do? I said sell the pop.
Yeah, he called it perfect. And I did just that. I sold at 352, so I'm totally out of VBIV. I actually did something right, but of course, Mike.
Geez, I should have paid the extra $5
for ahead on CTIC. So put the two of them together. I'm going nowhere. I'm spinning my wheels.
That spells mother. That spells mother.
My wheels.
Fast train to nowhere.
Yeah, and Arjun didn't kind of down on Albo lately, so he's not to blame there. And what else did Arjun have? Arjun had a good one. USEG gave everybody that one.
Yeah.
How about INM, another good one that you had, and finally Claris.
Yeah.
So Arjun had three good ones that he gave us. So I can't say that we should be down on Arjun.
Yeah, I mean,
there you go.
Arjun, did I defend you well?
Very protective.
Thank you. I mean,
as always, do your own due diligence. Our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting. Okay, and that advisor could be your dog. I often said one bark means yes, two barks means sell.
Right.
So a Nova short has been covered. Patrick's making some money. Patrick does not like two people companies. There are two.
Right.
two
He likes
people
actually companies that have personnel costs.
No research scientists. Well, maybe Arjun could get a job there and help him out. You want to do some research for Anovis?
I don't think I do. Oh, thank you, Dan.
Dan is defending you,
Yeah.
Arjun.
Thank you, Dan.
I sold it at 352 in pre-market, so I don't not much higher than the 340.
Pre-market.
Yeah. Yeah, I trimmed at around 352, and then I sold some January 350s because I want the shares, but I'm just waiting.
Yeah. DWAC, that's a good one. That's had a nice run. Yeah. And Spoon, I'm holding on to my core and I'm up one. And wow.
Wait,
Spoon
core
is
on
good.
what?
Yeah, exactly.
Spoon must be.
What are you drinking, Spoon?
Wait, I want some
Spoon
of
must
that.
be,
I'll
Spoon
have
must
what
be
he
in
said.
the one biotech that's going up.
I'm not-
Dan A. I bailed on CTEC. It's Dan A. I always said Dan A is smarter than me. Didn't I always say that?
Yeah, they're all smart. Well, they're smarter than
Dan A is smarter than me.
me. Certainly.
Smart guy.
Yeah,
don't
but
even
you
know
know,
what
3 months from now, they're going to be up again for FDA review. And I'm going to be in it to win it at that point. You know, the small, the brokerage houses are not giving up. I've seen a $5 target and I've seen a $15 target. So a lot of the brokerages are still bullish CTIC. But I agree with Dan. I always agree with Dan. Biotech is just no place to be at the moment.
Yep. It was good for a couple of days.
HUST, a very, very big mover up until a couple of weeks ago, starting to give back.
Have we talked about that one at all?
Linda Jones. Good morning, Linda. Sean is the guy that says, hey, everyone. And Big Tex, let's see what he has to say from deep in the heart of Texas. Impatient with Arenia. Hopefully the end is coming within months. Hopefully the end means a buyout at $45 a share.
That chart looks a little scary.
Yeah.
Well, I think it will get bought sometime in 2022. Why bullish feedback? Because
They
it's
get bought in too early, as usual.
Dorsey quits and Zuckerberg ducks in his metaverse. Zuckerberg is deep in the metaverse. He's not coming back to reality. He's going to stay in virtual reality. He decided he likes his.
Look, he gets 1 or 2 education contracts.
Zuckerberg is doing everything virtual. He's playing with his metaverse and he's playing Roblox in his metaverse.
Yeah. I've been calling for Dorsey to step down for like 5 years, honestly. He doesn't care about Twitter. He's all in on Square.
Yeah, he's all in on Square, and he got so much money.
Bitcoin, like
he got so much money. The first tweet that was his back when went for over 2 million, over 200 million. Could that be? Does that sound crazy?
What did he say? Hello world on it?
I think it was auctioned off.
I actually had this theory that he was going to step down from Twitter and then Square was going to buy Twitter.
Anything is possible in this universe.
That's hysterical.
In the metaverse, anything is possible.
Yep.
I mean, we got so much crazy new stuff coming on with the NFTs and Dorsey with the. See, that was
really hate their real lives.
He sold the tweet as an NFT. What the hell is a tweet? It's nothing.
You know, there's a new ETF for NFTs.
I'm going to sell my first Dr. J show.
The IRS.
What do you think I sell? What do you think my first Dr. J show ever can get on as an NFT?
Do you have to do the whole show or just the hello everybody?
Maybe just
like 0.4 ETH.
We'll do that. We'll take an NFT of that joke that nobody got about was it Iowa or Wisconsin?
Yeah.
But yeah, we should. There's a ETF called NFTZ. It's the newest and first crypto ETF for NFTs.
There's an ETF for everything.
Yep. I might buy some of this one though, just because I don't own any NFTs and I don't know how they work, but I want some.
You're buying make believe stuff with the NFT.
It's
Yeah, but
huge cover with a picture of
own a tweet. How can you own a tweet?
I have friends that are making a lot more money than me. That's all I'm saying.
You know, as if ownership is meaningful. I mean, there is a culture where owning
says I should go all in so that I could turn around the downslide. I should go all in and single-handedly turn it around. Greg and Marco, what's next on VBIV?
Next on VBIV, multiple things, but so we have the Hep B therapeutic data, GBM data. I don't know what they're doing with COVID, but that's probably dead. But yeah, now they're a commercial bio.
And you know what Jake's
now they're a commercial bio? Oh, check, please.
You know what Jake's feeling is on commercial.
Yeah, exactly.
Bio.
He hates them, yeah. I mean, I'm long for the pipeline. We'll see what happens.
Lindy, you're quite right. If you're into biodrec, every day is painful.
This is why people run into the metaverse.
Unless you're into a select few stocks like Microsoft, AMD, Apple, Amazon, that's what's been anchoring this market. Jiggly, the life of the party.
Yeah, where is he?
I don't know. He was on the premiere of my Sunday show. Him and I were chatting. So I last seen Sunday, but he took very much to heart my negativity. So maybe he went short a little and made money.
Nice.
Marty S told me he shorted everything after my Sunday show. If only I listened to myself more. I don't listen to myself enough.
Should we chart some of the macro stuff?
Yeah, all right, let's do that. Okay, we'll come back to some of the comments later.
Yeah, it was the dollar monopoly money. That was pretty funny.
I hit the wrong thingamajiggy. I don't know what I hit. Can't hit the wrong thingamajiggy.
No, they're not very forgiving of that kind of stuff. Any bottom on the small bios.
What the heck did I do?
There you go.
Nice.
I don't know what I did. I did something really interesting, though, didn't I?
We're in the metaverse.
I did something.
I saw that in the Escape from the Planet of the Apes in 1973.
I just screenshotted that and sold it as an NFT.
There you go.
Try again.
See if this
gotta be
works.
better.
Yeah, well, before you try again, you also have to take Dan's shoot him up remark off.
Oh yeah.
Any bottom on the small bios? I'm sure there are, but probably lower than where we are now.
Yeah, I would not be looking for a bottom on bios yet.
Yeah, that little green nibbly sign isn't there on any of them.
Yeah, it's just don't look at your bios, but don't buy them either.
Don't buy bio.
Yeah, you can maybe sell puts on them. That's the only thing I'll maybe say is okay. But even that, be careful. Yeah, I mean, today is not the time to buy. That's for sure.
The S&P is down 0.9% or 40 points. The Dow is down 117. Now it's 300 points. Also, 2.16%, or 48 points. Crude oil is up slightly, 2% to
Yeah, you're not sharing your screen,
$67.
Dr. J.
Gold is up. It said I was.
Well, yeah, we'll take your word for it
I'm
on
not.
all those prices, but we can't see it for ourselves. I mean, I could because I got an extra machine here. For
All right, let me see
battery goes.
why. I don't get it. StreamYard. I'm not sharing screen. I don't know why. Yeah, share screen. Having a little trouble sharing the screen. Yeah, I think now.
Well, yeah, you're sharing
Now.
now. You're very good. Now all you have to do is go over to your chart and you'll be good. There we go. Just click on that.
But there is a lag. There is a little bit of a lag. Look at the cues. Let's start with the cues.
Okay.
This is bad a place to start as any. 383.15, down 1.73%.
Yeah.
1.7%.
DraftKings another killer, Grego.
I have a call in to the CEO of Dermatech. I got to get him on the show and explain why that company isn't. I'm doing 10 times better than it is. It should be. They just promoting it properly, that PLA. Dermatech is upsetting me.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be a winner in the long run. It's just a question of when they get their act together or when they get bought out. I almost think they need to get bought out because they seem incapable of moving this thing forward. I don't know whether it's lack of experience being a commercial company or just not having the sales force necessary. But they should be another Exact Sciences. Very big disappointment to me, Dermatech. All right, getting back to the cues.
Yeah.
Where I drew the line was the key level. You see this number here? 387.53 was very key. Once that got taken out yesterday, I knew trouble. And today we're looking for support at the 50. If it breaks at 50, we're heading right down to 349 on the cues.
Yeah. Maybe the 100 comes in, but I doubt it. I agree with you.
I think this is where we are now is like super pivotal point. It must hold this 380.75 must hold. If it doesn't hold, I see 349 as the next test. The next test, 30 points lower, another 10%. This is bad. I saw a lot of things on Sunday's video that if you haven't caught it yet, watch it. I call it a confluence of technical indicators to the downside. I'm not going to review what they are again, but
right,
they're there. And today it's just corroborating yesterday's dip below this key support level of 387.53. We finished strong, which made me think maybe it's over, but now we're right down below that key level. And my hope for it being over lies with the 50-day moving average on the cues.
Yeah, on the cues.
Let's see if the other indices, the other ETFs that track the market have similar key junctures.
Yeah. So for the S&P, I'm going to go ahead and give 2-to-1 odds that we've already seen bottom, just because I just don't think VIX can sustain this much longer. But today I'm more confused than I was yesterday. That's for sure. But I do think
Yeah.
that we're forming a bottom. That's my prediction, the 450 level.
Yeah, well, we went through the 50, but we're trading at just about at the 50 now.
I'm
This is
talking about
also
450. Yeah.
not a pretty picture here either. Not a pretty picture on the S&P.
It's not
I
great.
could see, no, not at all pretty. I could see it testing these levels down here.
Yeah,
This is a
it's
very weak
definitely.
market.
I'm gonna put
In case you
the
haven't figured
likelihood
it
of
out,
that. I'm gonna put that at like maybe 20%. That's low.
4.25. That's my target on the S&P. Another
Yeah,
25 points. For that would be a correction off the top from peak to trough of what? Let's see. The peak would be 470 to 4.25. That's 45 points. That's about 10%, right? Not even.
yeah. I think that's too
So
much, but it could happen.
every so often we get these 10% corrections. It looks like a very good chance that this is happening. If you don't believe it, it's fine. I believe it. I believe we're probably going to get that 10% correction. Professor Omar said no. Everyone on Wall Street says no, remaining bullish. I am the only one I know of that is steadfastly calling for this correction. And yesterday it wasn't so steadfast. I had my doubts.
No.
But today
I
I'm
still
feeling.
think we're not getting there. That's my prediction. I think
You
we're
might be
gonna
right.
see maybe 444, but I think 450 was bottom. I think next week we're good. Just a prediction though.
Yeah, well, the Qs would from peak to trough, I think would be more than 10%. Let's see the way I drew it. 408, 409, 409 to whoops, chart decided to leave. The chart said, I'm not letting you draw any more lines on me.
Stop drawing on me.
Yeah, stop drawing on me. Leave me alone, the chart says. This is the line I already drew it, chart. So that would be 352 target off of 409, 57 points. That would be about 12% correction. So I'm looking for a little more than 10% for the Qs. I'm looking for a little less than a hair less than 10% for the S&P. And should we do IWM? It's already had
I'd
its
love for you to
correction.
do IWM because it's confusing. I'm looking at it right now, it's confusing me.
Someone's actually saying it's reversing.
I think IWM already corrected 10%.
Yeah, a couple of people,
sure.
Jill and Magnificent, are both saying the Russell is reversing. I haven't looked at it today.
Reversing down or reversing up?
It's going to be
Look
up.
at those last two candles.
Don't forget that Russell is half full. Half of it is Biotech.
Is it really?
Half the Russell 2000 is you're looking at Biotech.
Well, right, but that's why Jill is saying that we're going to have XBI be a leader the next couple of weeks. I'm never going to call for XBI up again because I just need to see it to believe it, but she might be right.
You know, I was just looking for a play on all that good news that was coming out with the pills.
Yeah.
That all died quick.
The high was 244.5, 244, let's say 245.
See,
And the
this is
low
a similar
recently
picture to
was
the S&P because the S&P is also kind of
30,
forming
30
a
points.
bottom.
30 points drop from 241 is 13% already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if it goes down to where I drew the line, which is just a little bit more, 207, let's say, another 8 points from 245 to 207
Yeah.
is about 40 points. Oh, no, that's about 40 points. 24 and 12 is 30. So it's about 16%. So I'm calling for the biggest correction in the IWM. So that would be like 9.5% on the spiders, 12% or 13% on the Qs, and what I just say, 15% on the IWM. I think that's what I just said. How quickly I forget what I just said. Not a good sign.
Yeah.
All right.
Hide in 10% for sure. You maybe even
DD
20
is
from the high. But it's still right now. It's still in that range. Dr. J, do you see it bouncing below that support that we've been holding all year?
I hope not, because if it does, then the market is going down 50%, not 15.
Yeah.
So it better not. Then you're going to see numbers like we saw back in 2009. We don't want that. I don't think that'll happen. But anything is possible. Anything is possible. I think 2022 is going to be a strong up year, but who the hell knows, really?
Yeah, that's why we look at this every week.
Yeah, my opinions change. I mean, let the chart tell us. If the chart hits 207-ish on the IWM and keeps on going south, just sell everything and buy puts on everything you can. That's a very key number. 207. The only reason I put this chart on is because, as I said earlier, I wouldn't touch any Chinese companies. Why the hell are they delisting DD after just coming on public not that long ago? They delist this one, they can delist XPAD. They're threatening to delist XPAD. So, I mean, come on. Why would anybody own Chinese stocks? There's a million other stocks to own.
Well, because I'm waiting to make my money back on NEO.
NEO probably won't get delisted, but they're out to do anything.
Right.
It's just too much of an unknown, too much unpredictability. I think they're going to learn that if they want their economy to survive, they have to take a more hands-off approach.
Yeah.
They will learn that.
Can't become emperor that way.
Yeah. So we looked at enough macro stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that you expect worse. I think the worst has occurred. We will see next week.
A lot of people still ask me
whenever I make a bearish call, I always hope that I'm wrong.
Yeah, but you have to tell the truth. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I always hope that I'm wrong because I'm not short the market. I'm still long the market, and I'm going to get hurt. So if my call is correct, I may not get hurt as much as I would have otherwise, but I'm still going to get hurt.
Yep.
I'm being vigilant, but I haven't taken drastic action like selling everything.
So what do you have to say about CRISPR over here?
Oh God.
Yeah, CRISPR makes a new low every day, and I've been nibbling on the way down, and I will be nibbling on the way up.
We might need to zoom out here to the weekly. I don't really know what I'm looking at.
If CRISPR continues to go down to like 25 or something, then the men in the white coats are going to visit me.
Yeah.
It's me and Kathy Woods.
Yeah, maybe they're afraid of the technology. If they're afraid of afraid of the vaccine, they should be afraid of this too.
I mean, there's absolutely nothing I can look at the three at the weekly, and you can get a better picture of where it may go.
That
It's
picture
an
of it going
ugly
down.
picture. Yeah, it may go. It already took these lows out, so it might go, let's say, to this level. I can't get a good read on it. Blinks off under 69. I don't know. 59.90, something like that. $60 a share.
Wow, yeah, this is ugly.
It's probably not done going down because there's no sign of it really being done
Oh,
going
it's
down.
a falling knife
Yeah.
on the
I
weekly.
think that's the spot right there. That's the target. You got it.
What, where we are now?
It's a little lower than where we are. I think you can get 65.
58.
Yeah, you can get yeah.
All right.
Would you believe 58?
I'm gonna write that down.
I think 58 makes sense. I could also see it being right above there where where that green candle that's 2 over from where you drew the one. So maybe, yeah, you get something between 58 and 65, I think.
Yeah. Now, I was hoping the 200-day on the weekly would hold, but it doesn't appear to be. It might.
Well, and it's the 200 week on this picture.
You need to see
might
a
hold.
long tail on this week, which I don't think you're going to get.
I'd like to see it turn around today and finish in the green. There's going to be that kind of clear-cut signal, I think, on CRISPR. It's going to be down till 2 o'clock and then end strong, end green, and start a big turnaround. Question is when. But I think it's going to come with a blast of the bugles, so everyone will know. Time to buy CRISPR.
I agree. Yeah, I think you can wait a week or two, probably.
Yeah. All right.
You want to look at AUPH? A lot of people have been asking for it.
Well, I'll get around to it. DNA is one I want to show. Another one that's
yeah,
going
DNA
down
was one of the first on your list.
making new
I was wondering
lows
why.
every day. It's been a relatively new. It's a new IPO. Speaking. Let's get back to the day. It's off significantly today. It's been off significantly every day, despite Kathy Woods committing $1 million to it recently. What's $1 million to Kathy?
She should show some commitment.
Just a pittance. Just the other day, I think she bought $1 million worth of ARC.
Yeah, he's still on the week.
Yeah, the ARC Chief Fund. I think this ultimately will be a very good one. A lot of analysts in with high targets, but not for now. Because where she stops, nobody knows. Maybe it's just a guess. You want to guess $5? A good guess. It's like taking the elevator down, right? It's really flying down.
In one of the mines in South Africa.
Yeah, you start nibbling maybe at around $5. It's not going to zero. It's going to be.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it'll have a floor at 0. I'm sure it's not going to go negative.
This one will be a winner. So you start nibbling at some point.
What do they do?
They don't do R&D themselves. They sell cellular stuff to analyze. To aid other companies do R&D. I'm not sure exactly what they do. but
So
they're hardly touted company.
they're the ones who
That's
outsource the stats. See, I
Right
buy
now,
that.
they're in the dumps. They're in the dumpster.
Oh, I got to run to another meeting, but have a good weekend.
All right,
Hopefully,
Arjun, have a good one.
You want to leave anybody with words of wisdom?
if you have cash, keep your cash.
That's some words of wisdom. In other
And
words,
then next week,
Don't take it. You wouldn't
timing,
stop.
timing is everything, and do not commit your cash yet. That's really what Arjun is saying.
yeah. Basically, I think what I'm trying to say is I always want to be wishing I was in the market, not wishing I was out of the market.
Uh-huh.
You know something?
But
That's very profound. Something I'm going to chew on while I have 2 days of not. I'm not looking at it.
no, but I think next week we'll get clarity. I'm hopeful by Tuesday when we talk again. So,
Okay.
adios.
Okay. Adios.
Okay, Arjun.
Is there anything that's on my list that's up for the day? I doubt it.
On your list, your list has DNA, Dermatech, Moderna, Lit, GDX, and NTLA. They're all
Lit might be
dead
up.
fish. What?
Lit might be up.
I doubt it because for whatever reason, I guess in sympathy of the car makers not doing anything, which is why I was going to ask you about Lucid also.
Even Moderna, the best, in my opinion.
I know we had a shot to get out of Moderna with our money back, and I didn't take it.
Moderna is probably the best of the vaccine makers, and it's getting slaughtered. So
if it goes back below 250, I'm going to buy more.
Yeah, Moderna. I don't know what to say. Novavax is getting slaughtered. Moderna is getting slaughtered. Even Pfizer's down today, right?
And Merck also. I mean, Merck is doing the first one with the pill, and they're getting creamed.
Yeah.
So I bought IBB just to get a net on all of those.
How about GlaxoSmithKline's partnership with VIR, with Biotech,
right?
To develop
even that one's.
They're developing an MAB, monoclonal antibody, that can be given by injection rather than drip.
Well, good luck with that.
Intramuscular, and so what, says the market, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's you know how they sometimes they splash stem cells, hoping that some of them catch.
Yeah.
Something that actually keeps the stem cells closer to the injuries.
I just think it's the kind of market where you're hard pressed to find anything that's going to go up until this correction's over.
Right. That right now it's like bargain basement sales for stuff like Ford and GM, maybe.
Ford announced that they're going to be number 2 in EV within 2 years.
Could you look? I mean, we need to look at AUPH because we promised the people. But I was interested in your opinion on Lucid. Yeah, Ford is still stable.
No, look at this. The CEO was ebullient about their prospects, and look at
look at that. That's your favorite candle right there.
That's an ugly engulfing candle.
There you go.
After
I was being sarcastic, people.
Ebullient CEO call. Well, let's see if it finishes the day below yesterday's low. If it does, we have an engulfing, and that's not good. 1928, we're at 1927. It's very close. Yeah. It may avoid being an engulfing, I hope. What else did I have listed again?
You had just a bunch of direct listed. Lit was the only one you thought might be up. GDX and NTLA, but NTLA is just the same as the other one. That's why I was going more with what people were asking for.
Jeez, look at this.
I know. I for a while I thought I was a smart person buying this.
I think you are a smart person buying it, but it's correcting with the rest of the market. Is there nothing safe to put your money in? That's what I want to know. What looks safe, dude? How about Walmart? Up there?
No, well, don't look at Walmart either.
I'm looking for something to be up.
Yeah, there's this new invention called the bank, where you put your money in and it doesn't change its value that much.
Well,
In
look,
fact, it doesn't change its value at all.
Walmart is up almost 1%.
Oh, is it now? Yeah, but it's not anywhere near the 150 that we've been asking for it.
That's okay. It's bucking the trend. I like that.
All right, good.
I like it. I like something
You're
to be
happy, I'm
up.
happy.
At least Walmart is up. How about Apple? Down?
I don't know. I haven't looked at
Apple
Apple
has
today.
been an all-star performer. Oh man,
Yeah.
it's a rough day on the street. Really rough day.
Right.
What else did I put down?
GDX.
The gold miners. That's how they're doing. All right, they're flat. They're
Flattening.
flat on the day. But the chart is ugly, so you don't want to go into this.
I know. I've been in gold forever.
GDX is just ugly.
Maybe I should just back into it a little bit more.
How about Bitcoin?
But the cryptos are getting killed today too.
It's very discouraging if you're looking for a place to put your money.
Look at that. Look at that candle.
Bitcoin continues its slide off the all-time highs. As Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC is down a whopping 6% today. So you can't look to put your money there either. So far we haven't found a spot to put out to hide.
Well, and you can't put it in gambling because Penn is down and DraftKings is getting killed. Like I said, we didn't look at the autos, the EV.
This was my favorite biotech, and look at it.
Dermatech, yeah.
Look at it. Look what's happening to Dermatech. My favorite biotech from the beginning of the year, just getting creamed. And you know,
it's good that we didn't do that bad at the beginning of the year. So who'd be better at the end? Because
listen to this. Last quarter, their sales, their revenues were up big time year over year, but basically flat quarter over quarter, and it took it on the chin.
Yeah, we did Dermatech earlier, so we don't need to retrash that one.
Well, it's just the same story. There's all the other bio trash.
Then it's saying BCRX is also crapping the bed. Like I said, everybody seems to be a little bit interested in AUPH only because it's gonna, you're saying it still might be a buy because somebody's still gonna buy it out, and I'm looking at Lucid only because it's still above that 25 area, but we'll look at them one at a time, and then we'll almost hit our 45-minute mark.
Aurelia Pharmaceuticals has a big red candle today. But I think you have a bottom that I think will not go it will not go to its bottom without a fight, and that bottom is right here. So I think you have 1725 is a pretty firm double bottom.
Okay.
So this one may be a place to try to put your money. Maybe you get to take out quicker as opposed to sooner as opposed to later.
We're getting a lot of messages about
so far out of everything I looked at. So far out of everything we've looked at today, maybe this is the best looking, most attractive investment. What else do you want to look at?
These options.
Lucid?
Yeah, Lucid, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Yeah, and I have I certainly have a list here. We've talked about most of them on my list.
You know that helium balloon you're talking about? Somebody put a pin in it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the question I'm asking here is has it become a falling knife? or is this the place to step back in? Because I'm still
No,
bullish
I
on
don't
this.
think you step back into anything other than shit.
Okay,
Everything is turned to the SHIT. Everything.
right. So you'd even wait for this one.
Yeah, I mean, as I look chart after chart after chart of individual stocks, it just confirms my belief that we're getting a 15% correction on the Qs and 12% on the spiders and 10% on the what I say, 15% on the IWM, 12% on the spiders. No, 10 on the spiders and 12 on the Qs. I think that correction is going to happen. It's halfway through. I don't think there's any stopping it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, almost as if they're looking for bad news.
Everywhere I look, I see red, red, red.
Yeah.
Everywhere. I mean, it's
and right. So right now you're looking to give the to give the audience at least one thing, one bit of good news for.
The good news is Athesis is not under $1. Athesis is holding $1 today.
Okay, so we do have some good news. There we go.
Smart.
Yeah, that looks like a pretty tight bottom. I like that one.
Yeah, Athesis looks like it actually is trying to bottom at $1.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Athesis is the baby blue chip right now. Put all your money, take all your money out of all your winners and put it into Athesis.
Winners.
I'm saying that with a little bit of tongue.
The last winner I had was in February, Dr. J.
I'm saying it with a little bit of tongue in cheek, but only a little bit. What other
No, I know. I realize that this is a big gamble from day one.
Yeah, but what's the other one I mentioned?
Oh, what? Amazon?
No, on my list. Did I have anything else?
Oh, the other one you mentioned was NTLA. Do you really want to talk about that one?
Which one?
NTLA.
Yeah, why not?
All right, it's on your list.
Another Kathy Wood investment from Monday.
But isn't this in the same industry as Edit and CRISPR?
Yeah, and it's doing equally terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
It does look like it wants to fill the gap, which is a yuck.
Another technical term.
Yeah, it's gonna fill this gap.
Jill, I hope you're right. Jill's being somewhat optimistic.
88.58. It's gonna fill the gap. That's okay. Crazy. That's really crazy. I never thought it would fill that gap, and now I think it's gonna fill that gap.
Oh, you mean after that jump and that bit of good news?
It's one disaster after another, especially in biodrug. And this is the one that holds the patent that was developed by one of the 3 women that won the Nobel Prize for CRISPR therapies. I forgot her name.
109 is the key level. She says for the XBI. I hope you're right. So at least we have somebody who's optimistic here.
Who's optimistic?
Jill Cashmore.
Okay. On which stock?
Not that she likes what she's seeing, but she's seeing some hope. Because like the XBI isn't a complete. Only if you look at the weekly, does it look like a complete falling knife. If you look at the daily, it looks like there might be some hope. And she's saying 213 on the IWM. Okay. 213. The 213 level is about where I was going to get back in.
I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
This CPF heading south so quick. You need a parachute. It's just an accelerating falling knife. Not only is it a falling knife, but it's an accelerating falling knife. I mean, the more I look at the indices, the more I look at individual stocks, the more nauseous I get. It's nauseating. Why do you want to be in the market right now? That's really the question you have to ask yourself. Why do you want to be in biotech in particular? That's the second question you want to ask yourself. And hold on to your cash, like Arjun said, because at some point we will get a bottom, and you will want to come in with fresh money. That's the only way. It's probably too late to go heavily short on anything. So
yeah, no, I know.
best thing
Because
being,
like people are saying, we are at least closer to the bottom, which is mathematically a correct statement. Even if you don't know where that bottom is, we are closer to it. Each to their own is right.
I will
Well,
tend to
that's
agree
why
with that.
there's so many flavors of ice cream.
Yeah,
I was gonna as we were saying our goodbyes, I was gonna give people at least a little bit.
What stock is up on the day? I want to end in a good note.
Well,
Do you have the list of winners? I can find out.
you could look, because like I said, this
I
is
want to see
the only
the
way I'm
list
gonna
of
be able to provide
winners.
good news. Yeah, this is the only way I'm gonna provide good news.
I just want to see what one stock other than Walmart up on it. McDonald's. It's
I'm
just
saying,
disgusting.
yeah.
Tech stocks drag indices lower. November jobs report. Update.
Man says
have only
CT is
gotten
up,
worse since I looked before, right?
and Jill says HO. We're getting a couple people.
One.
He said CTIC. See, right now I'm playing this music because we want to end with good news.
Penny after dropping. I'll take it. If it's up a penny or two, I'll be happy. Anything great in my portfolio would be nice. I don't know what happened.
Well, let me
just look at the markets. Trending tickers, just to get an overview of what might be bringing. I always like to look at markets, trending tickers. Trending tickers right here, Professor Scott. It gives you a list of what's heavily traded, what's heavily talked about. And
if you look at the chart for CTIC, it looks like maybe at least it would be what I would call guarded good news.
Oh man, look at this! Look at this! This is ridiculous amount of red today.
These are all the up stocks. All right.
No, trending tickers.
Enough good news.
Trending tickers. NEO is down 10% today, and I think it's because they're delisting DD.
Probably.
Look at Marvell Technologies. Marvell is bucking the trend. We have a trend bucker. Longeveron, which is a micro cap play on Alzheimer's and other biodrec, is actually up. We found something that's up, and it's up on old news. But I think right now it's in the hands of the meme people. They're just having a ball trading it, based on nothing. Maybe based on something, but something that's a long way off. Zillow Group, I'm very good earnings, unexpected earnings report, I believe, is up. But Baidu, all the Chinese stuff, really getting killed. Kathy's RK Innovation Fund getting killed, down 7%. It goes on and on and on. Coin is down 8%. Wow. AMD down 6%.
Yeah, no AMD. All the gains for the last couple of weeks are getting eaten up.
It's just pretty ridiculously bad. ARDX is down 6%. Another Biotech, I believe. It's just super bad. The trending
Thanks, Joe.
tickets. There's very little green in there. Zillow Group, we mentioned that, right? So that's it. CIAD, which is an autoimmune, immunotherapy company, is up 36%. That's worth looking at. I found one that I want to look at. Biotech that's up.
Okay.
Biotech that's up. We'll end the show on this. A positive note. I don't know what the news is, but it must be pretty damn good to get that pop. CIAD, I believe, is Belgium-based company. I think. But maybe Netherlands-based. One of those countries.
Patrick is saying
And it's
Pfizer might be worth a look.
Pfizer, okay. The chart on this one is nothing to speak of, except for the fact that it's up today.
It's up,
And
right?
it's up nicely. Up nicely today. On huge volume, right? Look at that volume.
Somebody got a phone call.
You got to look at the news on this today. Some phenomenal news that pushed it up. It went as high as 5.28, and it started off the day at 3.5. So this has been a phenomenal move today on a really miserable day. Again, I didn't check the news, but we don't have time. So at least we ended on a positive note. It's very difficult. Patrick says my MYOV under 15 at this point is a good buy, maybe. So, I mean, people have some good thoughts. Jill's found HOFV, which is up nicely today. And December, January, we'll see big bounces market wide. Yeah, Jill, big bounces which way? That's the thing. I think we're going to see weakness right up until Christmas. That's what I think. And then maybe we turn it around in January. All right, so that's it for today.
Well, at least like we said, we did end on a little bit.
It was a gloomy picture, but I couldn't find too much green. That's what made me gloomy. I don't like all that red. Too much red.
Well, red and green are the Christmas colors.
For me. Ending the show on an up note. CYAD. Check it out. Check that one out. It's a Biotech, up huge today. And if you want to gamble on ups and downs of Longeveron, you can do so at your own risk. It's the crap table stock. Adios, amigos. Professor Spike, see you next week. Have a great weekend, Professor Spike.
Hopefully on Tuesday we'll end with good news.
Amé, shalom. Adios, amigos. Ciao. Hasta luego.